Hello friends, welcome to this quick and simple video that is about something that I hear more questions about than anything else. Like, hands down, most common question I get in the universe is, what do I print my printables on? Do I print them at home, and how? And so I've answered it. I have a few little links over in my Amazon faves, and I am going to link all of these products below, but I just wanted to put it all out there and make it super duper clear. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Shauna Clearman, and I am an artist and an illustrator. I run courses and workshops for creative people, artists, aspiring artists, the creative at heart, and I also sell digital printables and create them for my courses, things like that. I have a whole library of products that are digital PDF printables in the Illustrated Faith Print and Pray shop. And then every once in a while, I create freebies like these for people that sign up for my course. These ones that I'm showing you right now are one of my most recent designs, and I created them for my Wholehearted Words course. That will be linked below if you're curious about more. This is about finding, living out, and really truly loving and connecting with your word of the year. And it has been an absolute blast over there. So these printables are all about that theme. So depending on my end use, I make a few decisions about printables. Any product that I create almost every single time does get printed out on bright white cardstocks. And I have a very specific cardstock that I love. I use my home printer. It is an HP Photo Envy. The number is 7858. I just got it at Costco, but it's photo quality, which is important. And I prefer personally an inkjet. I've looked at both, and for me an inkjet has something about an inkjet versus a laser is laser printers tend to print a little bit glossy. And I don't have a laser printout here for you, but because of the toner process, they get a little bit glossy and shimmery. However, they are waterproof and inkjet prints are not. So that's just something to know. The other thing I like about an inkjet print, if I print on best quality, it's just the color has this like dotty thing to it. And it reminds me of products that are produced by big companies. I also use HP because I signed up for their... It's called Instant Ink. It's this program where if you have a compatible printer, they will send you ink anytime you run out. What I love about it is, as an artist, almost everything I print out, I print at best quality with really like vibrant ink colors. And because the way that HP works, their program does it based on number of pages. So I have an allotted number of pages, and then I pay extra if I go over, which almost never happens. And I think I pay between $5 and $10 a month to get these amazing prints for every product that I create, and I can print on best quality every time without worrying. So tip one, best quality. A service like Instant Ink you will not regret because it will save you so much money and it makes it easy. I never run out of ink. They ship it to my house before it is even gone. It's incredible. Tip number 2 is print on a cardstock. So these, my friends, are printed on a thinner cardstock than I usually use. This is a 60-pound cardstock because these are printed specifically for my Wholehearted Words book. And there are spots in here for using my printables. So I wanted them to not be too terribly bulky. So I went for 60 pounds, which if you watch it, it's like a little bendy. It's definitely a thinner paper than my usual choice. And my usual choice is a 100-pound. And I'm going to grab that to show you the comparison. Okay, here's the 60-pound. You can't really tell on the edge here, but see how it bends? Like it's almost like printer paper thickness. It's in between printer paper thickness and cardstock thickness, but what I like about it is it's not going to be bulky in my book. This is what I usually use. It is an 80-pound, And you can see, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but it's more rigid, it's thicker. It will hold up better if I put it in an envelope or do any tucking or clustering. Honestly, for a while, I was using 100-pound cardstock and I did love it. It's a little harder to fussy cut, but when you are in a situation where you are printing out like cards, you know, those journal card style things, sometimes I prefer that thicker 100-pound. That being said, my printer was a little bit more finicky about feeding 100-pound paper. 110-pound paper was almost a wash. All of the cardstock I use though, this is my brand of choice and I don't think I'm going to switch from it. I love it so much. It is the Hammermill Premium Color Copy Cover. I'm linking this below. I'll link the weights that I like, but this 80-pound is my standard cardstock I use for everything. What is important about it is it has a really high brightness. It has 100 brightness. So that means that it's printing onto this really bright white paper, which makes the colors just pop more. It's also really smooth, which I can't show you in a video. You're gonna have to trust me, but it is like soft. It's so smooth. Smooth, bright white cardstock makes a huge difference when you are printing things in your own home. So if you're going to be printing on cardstock, cardstock is great for if you want to have things to tuck into Happy Mail, if you want to, I always do like a flip through video of my products and they look the cutest on cardstock. Also, they're good for layering and tucking. They have more body to them. They're more substantial. They hold up. They're more like ephemera that you buy from, you know, the craft store. And so that is my primary choice, is to start with cardstock. After my cardstock is done, another thing that I've been doing on the regular most of the time is clear sticker paper. So I've tried a few different kinds. I've tried the Avery, which I do like. Runs a little bit more expensive. It's very smooth and it kind of melts into the page, but you can't write on it. And for me, that made it a big problem, because what I use my paper for primarily is in my like daily journal. This is my Archer and Olive bullet journal, and I'm going to show you on like this page and on this page. You can see all of these places are stickers, and if you go really close, you can kind of see them, the edges of them. They are very matte, but because they're very matte, I can write on them, which is a really big deal because oftentimes my journaling ends up intersecting with my stickers. And I'm trying to find an example for you, and now I can't. Just trust me. It's like something I was running into on the regular. It happened over here. I don't know. Over here, I think. Before, on the smooth sticker paper, the clear smooth sticker paper, my marker would not work and it would kind of mess up my marker a little bit. It just didn't accept ink. This paper does. That's why I choose it. The other reason I choose the Mako sticker paper is because, friends, it is so much more affordable. Since I am doing pages in my journal almost every day and using stickers that I've printed out from my designs and other designs in the Illustrated Faith Print and Pray shop, I go through a lot of sticker paper. Oh, look, I found a blank page. What are we going to do with that? My journal from this past year, from 2020, is chocked full of stickers. Last year I used the Passion Planner, and look at this. I used so many stickers in here, which is a really fun way to add playfulness to kind of your journaling practice. However, it does go rather quickly if you are buying expensive stuff. I want to say that the Avery cost at least $1 per page. It was not sustainable for me. Also, I didn't like that I couldn't write on it. The Mako, for the clear Mako labels, this is the one I buy. It will be linked below. These, my friends, I got them on Amazon, easy peasy, and for a pack of 50, I spent $23. I think if you buy bigger packs, they're even cheaper per sheet, but that's less than 50 cents per sheet, which is a huge improvement on what I was paying for my Avery sheets. So Mako is my brand of choice for sticker paper for sure, and I use the clear every day, every single day in my bullet journal, morning journaling practice. So definitely check that out. If you are wanting to print your own stickers, you will love this. The other thing, so let me just show you. The thing that's amazing about this paper, let me see if I can show you, is that because it is clear and only the design shows up, hold on friends. I think I got it. I need my nails right now. Okay, so when I pull it up, you can see it's like this cloudy clear and only the art shows up. The beauty of this is it makes fussy cutting so much easier, because when you're fussy cutting out of cardstock, all of your edges are showing up, right? Oh, where did that go? If I cut out, you know, this out of cardstock, I would want to have a nice little white border, you know, within reason. I try to keep it reasonable. Or this word art, and all the words would have white behind them. But when you do it on sticker paper, it just is like artwork that goes straight on your page. It's the coolest thing. I love it. Absolutely recommend giving it a try. These also work with laser and inkjet printers, which is kind of a favor because then you don't have to overthink about it. Some labels, sticker paper labels that you buy are only intended for one or the other type of printer, and that can kind of be a whole fiasco. Okay, so clear sticker paper must. I print all of my collections now on clear sticker paper because I use them in my journal. I print all of my collections on cardstock for like the visual pop. Look at the difference. Although when this gets on white paper, it will look a little bit different. Still, the pop is definitely stronger on this bright white cardstock. For when I am doing, you know, photos for advertising, or when I want to set it on my shelf and feel proud of myself, the cardstock is the way to go. And I love to layer, so I find it really useful when I am going to scrapbook, art journal, or Bible journal with my collections. I like to do it with cardstock the most because I staple things in. I think of it in chunky ways. If you want just flat artwork on your page, though, sticker paper is the way to go, and this clear sticker paper will not do you wrong. Okay, the final thing that I want to show you is new to me, but I bought it because, so I showed you how my Wholehearted Words book is designed to work with these collections. I made my squares the perfect size to fit in the squares in this book, and I love that. But if I want to put stickers down on these gray squares, I'm going to want them to have a white background, right? Because I don't want a gray background behind my clear sticker. Maybe I will. Maybe that will work sometimes. But most of the time, I'm going to want a white background, which is why I bought this to try out. And this is the Mako white full sheet sticker paper labels. These are white instead of clear. And friends, I did the math. These are 13 cents per page. That's what I paid for them. That is a crazy deal. That means that I don't have to overthink about it when I use it. That means that I can just treat it like really liberally. Also, if you are working in a planner and you're trying to cover something up, I've had times, even in my book, where I've wished that I could cover up like a mistake. Now that I'm looking for one, I'm not going to find one, but trust me, they are everywhere. Like right here, I typoed that word, or typoed is not the word. I would have loved to cover it up, but all of my clear sticker paper won't do it. Now that I have this white paper, it gives me a little bit of flexibility there. I'll be honest, it doesn't feel super like luscious to me. And if you look at the print quality comparatively to the white cardstock, I'm going to pull out the exact page so that I can show you the comparison. You can kind of see that the white cardstock colors pop a little bit more. It might be hard to tell on the camera, but there's just a vibrancy about this paper. And part of that is because look at this white. This is a grayer white. This is a whiter white. Bright white really does make that big of a difference. That being said, for 13 cents a sheet, to be able to put stickers on in my book, in my planner, in my journaling, like just to be able to enjoy it and do it easily without stressing out, I think this white sticker paper is going to be perfect, and I'm looking forward to printing more on this paper so that I can continue to play. And once again, I'll show you the difference. You'll want to cut these out like you would cardstock because, see, they're white. So every little piece of border will show, but sometimes that's cute. Like I think with Good Things Ahead, these words almost look like they're on clouds, and on the clear paper, it felt a little weird to me. So now that I have this, I can kind of get the vibe that I had on the actual sticker that I designed with this artwork. So between my bright white cardstock by Hammermill, my favorite sticker paper, the clear sticker paper from Mako, and some white sticker paper now to fill in when I need to cover my background, I think that this is going to be just the ticket. So friends, that's all there is to it. The only final thing is that you want to make sure when you print, no matter where you're printing from or what printer you're printing to, that you print at best quality. That will make a huge difference. Now, if you're watching your ink, it will also take up way more ink, which once again, Instant Ink is my friend. Link below for that. But best makes a huge difference in how rich and vibrant your colors will come out and how like filled in all of the shapes are basically. Also, always make sure that you print at full size. So what I mean is when I design a printable and when most artists are designing a printable for you, they include margins on the edges, but some programs will automatically add more of a margin. If you let it automatically choose what to do, it might choose fit to page. Don't pick fit to page unless you're having issues with your artwork cutting off at the edges of your margin, because what that will do is when you pick fit to page, with something like this, it's not that big of a deal, but when you start printing out like journaling cards that are intentionally 2.5 by 2.5, 1.5 by 1.5, 2 by 2, or, you know, that classic 3 by 4 size. If you don't intentionally turn off that fit to page, it's going to shrink everything down by a little bit more, a 1/4 inch more, I think, which will just turn everything slightly smaller and they're not going to fit in your pockets. So print full size, 100%. Do not, and even if you take it to a professional printer, sometimes you have to remind them of that because you don't want these smaller than they are intended to be, unless that's your plan. You are welcome to shrink them down intentionally. Just realize that they already have a margin for you on purpose, a 1/2 inch margin, which is friendly with just about every printer in the world. Okay, friends, that is what I wanted to share. Tell me below, do you print your own printables at home? What kind of paper do you like the best? Have you tried clear sticker paper? I hope this is helpful to you. Hopefully this answers so many questions. I know I'm going to be linking this video like mad because people are seriously curious about this all of the time. So hopefully this will be just the ticket to get you exactly what you need to start printing your own stickers and your own little ephemera at home. It's addicting. Once you start, you're going to be like, how have I not been doing this my whole life? So enjoy. If you would like links to the Wholehearted Word course where these are, or more of my printables, check out below. And like I said, everything that I mentioned in this video will be linked so you can easy peasy pick up whatever you need. Obviously, those links are affiliate links, so when you use them, you do me a favor and it costs you nothing. So check them out below. All right, thank you, friends. Happy printing.